Hey guys, Xander Holt here, and this is part 7 of my video series on the essential supplements and nutrients you need in order to get rock hard erections. What we've talked about so far are the essential biochemicals for rock hard erections: testosterone, dopamine, nitric oxide, cGMP, and oxytocin. Today we're going to focus in on oxytocin, which is critical not only for your rock hard erections, but also for your orgasmic intensity. If your orgasms are kind of low in intensity, maybe oxytocin. And oxytocin is actually even more important for your woman. That's how she brings her cortisol levels down, so she's not so stressed. And that's how she gets interest in sex, is having a higher level of oxytocin. We'll talk about that in a separate video. But before I get into oxytocin, I want to make sure it's clear that even though those biochemicals we just talked about are essential for rock hard erections, there's still lots of things that can get in the way of you experiencing those rock hard erections. I know, I was there. I had erectile dysfunction. I had premature ejaculation. And that's why I developed the Rock Hard for Life formula, because you get all kinds of advice like, oh, just eat certain foods or just take certain supplements, or it's all in your mind, it's all in your head, you need to learn how to relax, it's emotional, it's sexual shame, it's guilt. All of those things can play a role. That's why I developed Rock Hard for Life formula. We address all 4 erection boosting pillars of the body mind using this super powerful science of epigenetics, so that we cover everything that can get in your way of getting rock hard erections or experiencing premature ejaculation. I just want to bring that up because if you're not getting the results you want, don't worry, we got you covered in the Rock Hard for Life formula. Come join our free Facebook group too for additional tips. So let's get in here with the foods that help with oxytocin. First of all, anything that has vitamin D. So make sure you watch part 1 of this video series, which goes deep into vitamin D. Okay? Sunlight's your best source, but you can also use supplements, vitamin D3, K2, oysters, eggs. All are essential for oxytocin. Vitamin C is also essential for oxytocin. You can take a supplement or foods like bell pepper. This is one of the highest actually in vitamin C. Citrus fruits like oranges, lemons, great for that. Magnesium, go watch part 2 of this video series. Magnesium is critical for oxytocin. You can get it from spinach, from avocado, nuts, raw cacao powder, the male superfood, or even take it as supplements. I take it in supplement form too, like the Calm form here. You can put it in your mineralized water. Super important. And then caffeine, like coffee, okay? It will boost your oxytocin levels. Just make sure that you stop drinking any kind of caffeine by noon so you get good sleep that night, because the sleep is essential for your testosterone, dopamine, these erection-boosting biochemicals. And then there's chamomile tea. Chamomile has been shown to decrease cortisol and increase oxytocin, both of which are great for our erections. And then there's something called intermittent drinking. You might have heard of intermittent fasting, which I recommend highly. But intermittent drinking is a little bit different. So what that is that you allow yourself to get thirsty instead of sipping water all day. Okay, allow yourself to get thirsty, and then when you do drink, you chug the water. Okay, this has been shown to greatly increase oxytocin levels. It's probably very similar to how we've done it through most of human history. When you ran across a water source, you chugged that water to make sure you got plenty of water. Well, it releases a lot of oxytocin when you go from thirst to chugging. Okay, and then when it comes to food, your number 1 source is this L-Reuteri yogurt. This stuff is amazing for your oxytocin levels. L-Reuteri. I'm going to show you how to make this in a separate video. If you want to get a head start on that, go to Dr. William Davis's Wheat blog, and he's got the recipe on there. I'm going to make a video so you can see how to make it. But it greatly increases your oxytocin level, and it heals the gut, which is so important for rock hard erections. Now, the other thing to keep in mind here is that oxytocin is primarily released through touch. especially skin-on-skin contact. So the more skin-on-skin contact you can do during the day, the better. You know, nude spooning is one of the best things to build the oxytocin levels. But get in lots of hugs during the day. Even petting your pet will release oxytocin levels. And of course, partner dancing, which is my #1 recommendation, because you have lots of fun, you release lots of erection boosting biochemicals, you get lots of oxytocin release, you make connections with women, and you get more opportunities to use those rock hard erections. All right, so that's it for this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go to our free Facebook group, Rock Hard for Life, where we discuss primal sex, how to get rock hard stage 4 erections, and lasting as long as you want. So until next time, go be a beast.